My 18-year-old daughter spent 4 days cooking for 30 people for my mom's birthday party, but they left her heartbroken. The kitchen buzzed with Willow's quiet passion. She, my 18-year-old, had poured 4 relentless days into crafting a gourmet feast at our Ashworth residence. Every surface gleamed, testament to her meticulous devotion. The dining room, usually formal, now glowed with her vision. 30 settings, calligraph cards, fresh peonies, custom menus. Willow, apron-clad, radiated tired triumph. Then my phone vibrated. A family group chat from Grandfather Arthur. Evelyn and I have opted for Azure Bistro. Much simpler, adults only. A cold dismissal. A deliberate erasure of Willow's immense effort. My hands trembled. Willow, humming softly, was placing sugar-free tarts for Grandmother Evelyn. I slipped into the hallway. "You're not coming?" I asked Arthur. "Plans changed. Easier. We're already here," he chirped, smug. "You're at Azure Bistro right now?" I pressed. "Yep, just settled." "Everyone's here." "Because Willow spent 4 days cooking," my voice cracked. "For 30 people, up since 5 a.m. A pause. "Oh, tell her not to take it personally. Freeze leftovers, can't she?" "Got to go. Waiter's here." He hung up. Next, Grandmother Evelyn. "Did you really just not show up?" I asked. "Darling, don't be dramatic. More appropriate. Didn't want anyone getting ill? It's sweet, but not safe to serve food cooked by a child." "Food poisoning? She's 18, not 5. Advanced culinary classes, sanitized everything, diabetic options." My words tumbled out. "Charming," Evelyn interrupted. "But not real. Cooking, not like a Michelin-starred place." I ended the call. My sister Celeste was my last hope. "Oh, Eleanor," Celeste's voice dripped fake concern. "Don't create drama. She's sensitive. Needs to learn the world doesn't revolve around her little hobbies. She cooked for 30. Frankly, none of us wanted to be her guinea pigs." I hung up mid-sentence. I stood, trying to breathe. Willow's innocent anticipation drifted from the kitchen. "Mom?" She trailed off. I turned. My face betrayed everything. Her eyes darted to my phone, then she gently took it. She opened the group chat. Her eyes scanned, then fixed on a photo. The opulent Azure Bistro table, crystal clinking, Celeste smirking, Arthur beaming, Evelyn radiating self-satisfaction. Plates full of restaurant food. Willow stared. Then she hit call. "Grandma?" she whispered. I watched her face. She nodded, then froze. Her face crumpled inward, tears silently falling. She placed the phone down. Her gaze drifted to the 3-tiered cake. "Happy 67th, dearest Evelyn." She said nothing. I felt useless. Then fierce resolve hardened in my chest. No, I thought, not this time. I used to think the worst pain was seeing my child weep. It's watching them try not to cry, trying to protect your feelings. That evening, as forced laughter echoed from Azure Bistro, I stood outside Willow's quiet room. My family always subtly diminished. Me, the sweet surprise second daughter my mechanics dismissed. My handmade goods business called a side project, though it quietly covers Celeste's emergencies. My money, communal. My opinions, spam. Then Willow, my daughter. My heart. She inherited my intensity, amplified. Her hands always dusted with flour. She once wept because her hollandaise lacked emotional depth. She wants to be a chef, devouring reviews, planning culinary school. And, like me, they tried to extinguish that fire. "Sweet, she enjoys playing in the kitchen," Evelyn would condescendingly remark. "Too sensitive for that cutthroat industry. Perhaps more academic, like her Aunt Celeste?" I've watched Willow bite her tongue. So when she declared, "Mom, I want to cook for Grandmother Evelyn's birthday." The entire feast. Just me. I was stunned, proud. "Are you truly certain?" I asked. "I want to show them what I can create." She designed the menu, sourced ingredients, practiced frosting late into the night. "Do you think they'll appreciate it?" she'd ask. "Yes," I'd say. Hating she even asked. Party day, she woke at 5 a.m. By 4 p.m., she was spent, radiant. "You know the rest. They didn't show. They went to Azure Bistro. All of them." Only Willow and I remained amidst the feast, the cake mocking us. They didn't just reject the food. They deliberately, publicly rejected her. But here's the part I haven't shared. That evening, a payment notification buzzed. My business card, used for family emergencies, had been charged $2,100.35 at Azure Bistro. For their meal, they used my card from the business they called a side project to pay for the meal that replaced my daughter's heartfelt labor. I laughed, then a chilling anger settled. They hadn't just erased her, they made me finance her erasure. And they thought we'd sit quietly. They were profoundly wrong. I should have been calm. But I was not. Willow stood rigidly before her masterpiece cake. "Throw it all out," she whispered. "No, Willow, never. If they won't eat it, someone else will." I grabbed my phone. I called David, home, now. Then everyone else. Old friends, neighbors, cousin Sam, community members. Food critic Maya Singh. I told them the blunt truth. My 18-year-old daughter spent 4 days cooking a feast. They abandoned her for a pretentious restaurant and even charged my card. She prepared 30 meals. I need people who can eat it. It wasn't an invitation. It was a summons. To my astonishment, people came fast. By the time David arrived, cars were pulling up. Mr. Henderson, our neighbor, arrived with his family. Maya Singh, camera bag in hand. "I heard," she said, her gaze keen. I handed her a plate. She photographed every dish, took notes. "Eleanor," she whispered, "she's more talented than some professional chefs I've reviewed." Soon the house overflowed. All 30 seats were taken. Willow, nervous, whispered, "Should I serve appetizers?" "No, Willow, serve your menu." The room quieted, then murmurs began. Incredible. By the main course, spontaneous applause. By dessert, an impromptu toast to Willow. To the young woman who prepared an entire feast, who refused to be defeated, and whose food tastes more authentic and soulful than anything we've ever paid for. A thunderous standing ovation. Willow cut her cake, a small, genuine smile gracing her lips. I finally breathed. At 2 a.m., my phone chimed. A link from Maya Singh, a feature-length article, live. The birthday that wasn't, how a teen chef cooked for 30, was abandoned, and ended up hosting the most memorable dinner of the year. It praised Willow's food and laid bare the entire narrative. How the family abandoned her for Azure Bistro. Using my card. The article didn't name them, but meticulously named Willow. Comments exploded. "She's phenomenal! Who could abandon their own granddaughter like that?" This is why some of us cut off toxic family. I knew this wasn't the end. That article was a stone, and the ripples were becoming tidal waves. I was washing dishes, half of Willow's cake still in the fridge, when bang, bang, bang. I peeked through the window and almost laughed. They had come. Evelyn and Arthur, fuming. Celeste, arms folded. I unlatched the door, but didn't invite them in. "You need to fix this, Eleanor," Arthur snapped. "Do you have any idea what you've done to our reputation?" Evelyn chimed. Celeste said nothing, letting her elders unleash. They shoved past me. "You told the media we abandoned Willow," Evelyn hissed. I told them nothing. A journalist came, tasted the food, heard what happened, and wrote about it. "Honestly, I think she went easy on you." Arthur jabbed a finger. "You think this is funny?" Everyone at the country club read it. "Devastating," I murmured. Celeste stepped forward, voice trembling with forced calm. "You need to tell them it wasn't true. Say it was exaggerated." I stared. Exaggerated? Did someone hack your thumbs and send that text? Did I imagine the $2,000 charge on my card? Did Willow hallucinate the photos you posted? Evelyn's voice cracked. "You made us look like monsters." "No," I said quietly. "You did that yourselves. Willow just cooked." The volume escalated. "She's just a child, and she's already learned to weaponize the internet. She humiliated her grandmother. You raised her wrong. She's ungrateful." Then a slap. Evelyn turned towards Willow, who had quietly walked into the hallway behind me. "You should be ashamed," Evelyn spat. "I don't remember moving." I was squarely between them and my daughter. That's when David walked in. He saw their faces, Willow's tears. "Out," he said. Calm but authoritative, Arthur scoffed. "Family matter." "No," David replied, his voice low. "This is my home. You came here to verbally assault an 18-year-old girl who poured her heart into making you dinner. You don't get to hurt her twice. Not today, not ever." He didn't raise his voice. They stood, fuming, deflating. Celeste muttered legal action and stormed out. Evelyn and Arthur followed, defeated. Slam. Willow was rigid behind me. I went to embrace her, but she turned slowly toward the living room window. Phones pointed at our house. Mr. Henderson, our neighbor. The same Mr. Henderson who ran the local social media group and live-streamed our last neighborhood barbecue. I gave him a wave, too late. That evening, a video appeared online. Title: ****. The grandparents from that viral Teen Chef story just showed up at her house and screamed at her. Watch what they said. ****. The internet lit a match. Comments were, "Brutal. Imagine being this bitter over a cake. They sound like villains. Who yells at a kid who cooked them dinner? This is why some of us cut off our families." That night, before I finally blocked them, I saw their final texts. "You've ruined us. We'll take legal action. Elder abuse?" I didn't reply. I blocked. All of them, my parents, my sister, their chat. I deleted the business credit card they had exploited. That financial betrayal would never happen again. Later, I posted something simple. We stand by every word and we're done protecting people who hurt our daughter. I braced for backlash. What I received was overwhelming support. Strangers sent encouragement. A renowned local chef invited her to stage. Someone from her dream culinary program said they'd be watching her journey. We didn't celebrate, but we finally truly exhaled. Fast forward 1 year. Willow got into her dream culinary program. She's still in her first year, but already has a growing list of catering clients. Some mention the viral article, her food blog. Soaring, she posts. Stunning recipes, photos, videos. She has followers who genuinely see her talent. She's different now. Just steadier. She never reached out to Evelyn or Arthur again. Neither did I. We heard they relocated to a town 2 hours away. Too many people had stopped inviting them. Too many old friends suddenly had other plans. They told someone they simply wanted a quieter life. Sure, Willow never received a genuine apology and I never got my money back. But we gained something far more precious. Clarity, peace. Willow got a future, built with her own 2 hands. They can never take that from her. So yes, that's how my daughter's first heartbreak transformed into her first headline. How a ruined birthday party became a full-course rebirth. And how I finally stopped funding people who believed they could buy silence with guilt. I chose my daughter. And I would do it again tomorrow. But tell me, did I go too far or just far? Enough? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell.